Kwame Brown, God bless him, is a scrub. He can't handle the ball, can't post up, can't play defense, can't do anything.
Kwame Brown is gone. The City of Angels, Hollywood, just should be celebrated. Throw a parade already, whether you win the championship or not. This man was a bona fide scrub. He has no game whatsoever, doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry, the man cannot play the game of basketball.
Stephen A., you built a career off of me. A 17, 18-year-old kid, you think you walk around like you some big tough man, and your only talent is knowing a bunch of big words and talking disrespectful to children, to teenagers.
Kwame Brown, I know what I said. I did mean it, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. And so, I wish I could do that over. I wouldn't do it. I realize how hurt he is.
Stephen A. Smith is at it again, taking unnecessary cheap shots at Kwame Brown. He's been doing this stuff for years, for years. When Kwame Brown came into the league as a rookie, he was taking unnecessary shots at an 18-year-old, right? And I know what happens, but it seemed like it got personal. Now, there's been a situation with Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas. We know that Gilbert Arenas was just recently arrested by the feds. There's a lot of things going on where they talking about some mob, gambling ring, and all kinds of stuff, right? And we know that Gilbert Arenas and Kwame been going back and forth because Gilbert and his crew said some disparaging things about Kwame. So Kwame, said some things about him, and they've been trading bars back and forth. So when Gilbert got arrested, Kwame was mocking him, right? But this is an issue between them two. Well, here comes Stephen A. Smith throwing his little insults, innuendos in there, right? But when Gilbert bonded out on $50,000 bail, he was making light of the situation, and he, him and Kwame go back and forth. So, but that's their business. Why is Stephen A. in their business? Check it out.
You put a little bit more butter on them biscuits. I think I seen a little something. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm about to snitch for sure.
So when, Gilbert is very, very immature. Like, he's a grown man in his 40s, but he's very immature. Everything is a joke. He's always laughing. I don't ever know when he's serious, right? We know how he got kicked out the league. We understand the situation with the guy Critterton and all this kind of stuff, but he makes light and fun of every damn thing. Like, he's never serious, and he's like in his 40s, right? So Stephen A. Smith saw this, and Stephen A. Smith was saying, like, yo, you shouldn't be mocking the feds. Like, you shouldn't be mocking a situation like this. It's not a joke. It's not funny. And everybody can see you. And don't let them make an example out of you, right? So, but in that, Stephen A. Smith still took a shot at Kwame. He got involved in something that had nothing to do with him constantly. Now, Stephen A. Smith is a grown man, right? Way past his 40s. Like, why do you have to always take the unnecessary shot? You could have said what you said to Gilbert and ain't have to throw your little innuendos. You didn't have to do that. But he did it anyway. Check it out.
My brother, I don't want to see you in jail. At all. It's not a good look. It's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to joke around about and think it's funny when the feds come raiding your home. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about anything like that. I can assure you, anybody that wants to do business with you, and I'm one of those people, ESPN, Underdog, a whole bunch of sponsors and advertisers, we don't want to see that. Anybody that knows anything about you and your knowledge of the game and your ability to articulate and deliver your positions, my brother, you are a special talent. We don't want to see that. And the reason why I felt compelled to come on the airwaves and address you directly is because I want to remind you of what really, really got you in trouble in the NBA to begin with. Remember that years ago? With Javaris Critterton, remember all of that? With the guns in the locker room, remember all of that? Remember all of that happened? And you remember what really got you in trouble thereafter, because as bad of a look as that was, and as much as former Commissioner David Stern and others were ready to bring the heavy hand down upon you, what really exacerbated the situation is that you had a game a night or two later against the Philadelphia 76ers. I would know because I was there. And you were joking around, feigning as if you were shooting guns when the introductions or the warm-ups were taking place. I don't remember exactly what it was. And David Stern went ballistic and was like, somebody like you has no place in this league because it's not a joking matter to other people. And the reality is that, my brother, it shouldn't be a joking matter to you.
So Kwame went viral when he was, mocking and making light of Gilbert Arenas' arrest. But he's doing it because that's what they always done to him. They talked about his basketball playing career and all these different things. And let me say this, right? When you call Kwame Brown a bust, now me and Kwame, we had our issues in the past, but this is the thing. I'm not a hater. I'm far from a hater. How can Kwame Brown be a bust when he's an NBA player that made it to the NBA and signed a big deal to the point where he'd be able to come home and take care of his family for the rest of his life? How do you call that a bust? You know how many people wish they could have been in Kwame's position or have his contract or be drafted? He was drafted. Okay, he wasn't the greatest NBA player of all time. So what? He still made it, right? He's like 1 out of 10 million that actually make it. He made it. He was drafted number 1. He played for a substantial amount of years, and he made he made millions of dollars. That don't sound like a bust to me. That y'all crazy. Like, that don't even make sense, right? But this is what Kwame said.
Feels so good. It's like my mother's birthday. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass fired. All them that talked about my mama's son. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass fired. Goddamn Gil, you in the slammer. You got there, if you run your mouth, see, you facing about 15 years, 5 years on each charge, right? But your dumb ass was playing cards with the Israeli mob. So now you're going to have to make a decision. You can't snitch because your dumb ass say you know chill Gil, so you can't chill. So you gotta fight this one out. You gotta go for what you know. You can't snitch. So the feds gonna put pressure on your little. They know you don't want to be up in them cells doing the little ditties. Take that. So your dad can't tell on them Morales. Them motherfuckers got so much money. That hey, I know what your dad gonna do. You gonna tell and have that lady Millie or whatever her fine Melly. You gonna have her cranking up the car and shit. Melly, go out there and crank up the car, baby. Oh, punk ass. You ain't gonna stand on the front line and crank up the car. You goddamn self, you punk. So listen here. We know you can't snitch. So you gonna be so for the next goddamn 15 years, boy.
And so, like I was saying, Gilbert and Kwame already got their little beefs and their back and forth, right? But Gilbert responded to Kwame, right? Again, when he got out of jail, he went on there and he said this.
Man, you see, I gotta surround myself. I'm out on the block. I'm out. They can't hold me down. Huh? Hey, Kwame, what did you say? Roxanne, turn on the red light. Roxanne, turn on the red light. Yeah. Kwame, I see. Hey, boy, you on fire, boy. Hey, y'all said, boy, the boy on fire over there, man. That boy get all his views off another person. So they go, Roxanne, turn on the red light. So you can't entertain, huh? Hey man, I'm happy to get your page back popping because I just heard you just lost another one. Another one? Oh, come on, man. You gotta know how to maneuver. You know how to get. You can't even get out of YouTube jail. Listen, I got out of real jail before you got out of YouTube jail. All you gotta do is hit a button. What's up, chat?
But I know by now in this video, you're probably saying that Stephen A. Smith didn't say anything about Kwame. But let's check out the jab and sneak diss that he threw in there about Kwame and why I'm actually making this video. Because Stephen A. Snitch is something else, man. And I never liked Stephen A. Snitch. Check it out.
I think you're a good brother. I'm not here to denigrate or disrespect you. I'm here to tell you because I care. Stop messing around. Stop with the jokes. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you being seen on camera laughing and giggling and smiling like federal charges ain't a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And spending a day in jail to me is serious. You looking for me to get into other people and their personal business? No, I'm not doing that. You looking for me to have a smile on my face like some no good bastards who have podcasts laughing at people's trials and tribulations, wanting them to fail because nothing in your life is winning. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that kind of person. To any of the names I mentioned or anybody in the future, I don't enjoy seeing people fall. I want us all to eat. I want us all to live well. I want us all to be successful. I'm not that dude. But I'm telling you, it's incredibly important that you understand this is not a game.
So there you have the cheap shot. Now Kwame got wind of this, and Kwame responded, right? Kwame Brown responded to Stephen A. Snitch and all the crap that he does by saying this.
Laughing at people's trials and tribulations, wanting them to fail because nothing in your life is winning.
Are you crazy? I ain't got nothing going on. What? What? Come on, dog. Y'all gotta stop that fake ass elite mindset y'all got, man. Who do you think is sleeping with you, baby mama, the old ladies, when you ain't around? When you out there trying to play goddamn, you can sleep with everybody. Who you think they sleeping with? You just $100 million pop, script reading. How many jobs you got right now, boy? The one thing you can't do is promise your daughter you can be anywhere she needs you to be, anytime you want her to be. You gotta ask your boss. Hey, wait a minute, I gotta schedule it 2 months out. And the NBA finals is coming up. And this is that and coming up. Nigga, you can't do what you want to do. Nigga, shut up. And make sure you stand by your words, Stephen A. You said that I was miserable, right? I'm a miserable lowlife. Okay. And Gilbert is of a good status, huh? Felon that just got himself 3 more conviction. Well, not conviction, but charges. Yeah, that's the great guy. Down is up and up is down, boy. Let's do this. Let's play a game. Let's play a game to 5. Since you say I'm a bust, right? Let's play a game to 5, and whoever loses got to get off YouTube and ESPN.
And see, we all knew that it was a direct shot at Kwame because it seemed like every time Kwame goes viral for saying something, Stephen A. Smith jumps in to have something to say. But this is the question I don't really understand. Why don't you, like, you don't, it's just like weird. Like, why is it so personal? Like, why don't you like that man so much? Because he couldn't play basketball up to the standards of what you thought he should play? There's been a lot of people in the league that wasn't great players, but like I said, if you were an NBA player and you make it to the league and you get a big contract, man, you can't be a bust. Coming from where we come from, to make it out, to make millions of dollars off of playing something that you love, doing something that you love, how was that a bust? Why? Because we don't think that he met the standards of what a great basketball player should be? Well, we can't even play that way, as good as them. He made millions. So it can't be a bust. And just the way I look at it, the way I come from Philadelphia, I know what it's like to be in West Philly and Southwest Philly in these hoods in poverty. To be able to make it out and make millions and be able to take care of your family, how is that a bust? That don't even make sense, man. But this is the way that a lot of people think, man. So I don't know, man. I don't like Stephen A. Snitch. I thought he should have stayed out of it. That's between him and Gilbert Arenas, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.